it's okay. Listen to what I say. It's alright, doing fine. Doesn't really matter if the sun don't shine. It's alright, I say it's okay. We're getting to the end of the day.
It's just one of his long, dark tea times of the soul. He'll be back.
Ryan, I don't think...
I expect he'll walk through that door any minute.
I'll see you there in 10 minutes, sir.
OK, fine.
Would have been bloody impressive, though, wouldn't it?
Morning. Morning. I think you'll like this case. She'll get the juices flowing. On September the 30th, 1998, the studios of Roxy Radio in Barnet burnt to the ground. The local radio station was part of Sir Max Wyatt's media empire. As you'll know, he was the subject of some scrutiny in the late 90s.
Yeah, well, he was ripping off his employees' pensions. As soon as he got a whisper of the investigation, he topped himself in his roller.
No, actually, it was a Bentley. S3 Continental, fantastic machines.
Guys, I don't think the DAC had quite finished.
Oh, sorry.
The fire was originally thought to have been an insurance job ordered by Wyatt. However, the murder squad were involved because there was a death in the fire, but they drew a blank. And it seems the fire cannot be linked to either the pension fund or any other of Wyatt's dealings, so it's a fresh case. Lots of challenges. What do you think?
Yeah, it sounds interesting.
As I said, the fire did result in a death. That of Johnny Deacon. He was the DJ on air at the time.
Hey, Johnny Dex Deacon. Yeah, I remember him from Radio 1. He was a cheeky, chappy type, you know. Had quite a following at the time, didn't he?
Yeah, well, apparently he still does. Mr. Kirkham, would you like to come in? This is Jeremy Kirkham. He's the president of the Johnny Deacon fan club.
Life president, actually.
One of the club's recent activities was to launch a fairly intensive campaign demanding Mr. Deacon's killer be brought to justice. Now, I'm not quite sure how Mr. Kirkham managed to get hold of the home telephone number of the commissioner, but now that he's brought this to our attention, we'd like to clear things up quickly. In the meantime, Mr. Kirkham would like to take this opportunity to tell you quite what Johnny Deacon meant to him.
And the nation.
Yes, yes, quite. Anyway, off you go.
Oh, I need to set up first.
Set what up?
My speaker system, my projector. Johnny was a consummate broadcaster. He deserves to be heard in digital quality stereo. Is over here, all right?
No, that's Jack's desk. Yeah, come with me.
Oh. Let's get this.
Turn right.
Could you and I have a word?
Yes, certainly. Personnel files.
They're potential replacements for Jack. UCOS has budget for 3 positions besides your own.
Yeah, and they're all filled.
Sandra.
Jack's on leave of absence.
Well, we both know that's a lie. And the longer you perpetuate it, the worse team morale is going to be.
Well, giving away Jack's job is hardly going to help, is it?
Well, I disagree. I think it'll signify that you've moved on. Look, take a few days to look through the candidates. Maybe by then Jack will have got in contact. But if we haven't heard anything within a week, I expect to be sitting in on some interviews.
Sir, the geek squad is ready for us.
Come in and shut the door. Strickland wants me to find a replacement for Jack.
Oh. Still, if he's not coming back...
We don't know that. He just needs time.
He's going to need more than time to get over seeing Hanson walk.
Yeah, I know.
You've got to see this.
Johnny Deacon was a born broadcaster. A lonely child, his only joy was found in the sounds of the World Service. When his parents died in a car crash, Johnny took a slot on hospital radio. It was the birth of a legend. In his future would be a golden era at Radio 1, where he would stand with the greats.
Oh, yeah, poor old John Peel, look.
Is that Noel Edmonds?
Look at that, Dave Lee Travers.
His extensive charity work, and of course in his final days as the UK's hardest-hitting talk radio star at Roxy Radio, where he would court controversy and rattle the cages of the powers that be. Of course, it was here that he met his untimely end.
Well, that's the bit that we're sort of interested in, really.
Yes, and I actually have a recording of Johnny's final moments.
You've got a tape of him dying.
Well, yes, Johnny was a consummate professional. He carried on recording right until the end, but that was sort of my finale.
Can we wind to that, please?
Yep.
Now, it's a year this week since Diana, Princess of Wales, died. What are your thoughts, 12 months on from those extraordinary scenes of mourning? Did we all overreact? Did the death of a divorced adulteress warrant the outpouring of grief?
That was Johnny, uncompromising.
I want to know what you think. Graham is waiting for your call.
Graham Madeley's producer. They've been together for years.
Okay, first on the line is Helen.
This is it.
Oh, okay, that's the fire alarm. Sorry about that. It does indeed. I think we've, have we... No, the studio is on fire. But I'm not sure here... Oh, wow, it really is on fire. Graham? Mate, what's going on? Graham? Shit. Graham! Graham, I can't get out! Graham! Anyone! For God's sake, help me!
And that's where the emergency broadcasting system cuts in. It plays random music if ever there's a sudden break in transmission. Fortunately, that evening, the record queued up with Smoke Gets in Your Eyes by the Platters.
Have you got a copy of the recording, Jeremy?
Yes, yeah. I maintain the full Johnny Deacon library and recordings dating right back to his hospital radio days. I can offer you full access to it.
Thank you very much. I don't think that'll be necessary, but Brian, could you help him pack up, please?
The original murder squad looked into forensics and motive and took statements from the two survivors. Graham Madeley, the producer, and Sharon Revy, the cleaner, although she was quite badly burnt.
How badly?
She was blinded.
Oh, thought Jeremy might mention that.
There we go.
Thank you.
There was no CCTV, but they had key codes on the front door and the studio door, and they think that's what killed Johnny.
How?
Well, the fire damaged the entire system. He couldn't unlock the door.
The fire investigation concluded that an incendiary device had been placed in a storage cupboard near the studio. It was a simple device. Easy to build if you had a bit of know-how. The only specialist bit of kit was the slow fuse.
So what was the motive? Insurance job?
Well, arson's usually a crime of impotent rage.
So the arsonist was really angry because he couldn't get it up.
Question is, who was the target of that rage? Johnny Deacon or Roxy Radio?
Or the Wyatt Corporation. When it turned out that the pension fund had gone, they made 5,000 redundant to try and cut costs.
Well, after Max Wyatt pissed away their pensions, maybe they were entitled to a bit of impotent rage.
And we've got 5,000 suspects.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet the Wyatts did have some specific threats, though. They just weren't exactly on speaking terms with us at the time.
I don't know about this, Jerry.
Look, all I want to know is if he's made any phone calls in the last 2 weeks and who to. Thanks, mate. I owe you one.
I just need any credit or debit card transactions from the last few days. What? Yes, of course. I have full authorization. Who? DAC Strickland, of course.
Tried calling him, I've tried, but all I get is the answering machine.
Yeah, me too. You don't think he wants to come back, do you?
Even if he does, Strickland's not going to lay out the red carpet for him. He walked off the job. He left us in the lurch, Jerry.
Yeah, I know, but he's...
Yeah, it's Jack. Nice.
What? Cameron Wyatt?
Yes.
Detective Superintendent Pullman, Jerry Standing, UCOS. We'd like a word, please.
Oh, you getting ready to move?
No, I'm getting ready to be evicted. The house is the last thing to go next week.
So you're servicing your father's debts?
Well, it's not as if the old bastard hung around long enough to do it himself. So, how can I help you?
The fire at Roxy Radio.
You mean the one thing you can't pin on the old man? To be honest with you, whatever money the fire insurance raised would have been a drop in the ocean. When I was running the place, we barely broke even.
Well, you ran the station.
I was running it at the time of the fire. Dad's idea of a training course in amongst the grassroots before I graduated to the boardroom. By the time they'd rebuilt the place, Dad was dead and I was in the hot seat.
Before the fire, did the company receive any threats?
Perhaps related to your father's business troubles.
Look, what Dad did, it's not just me left like this. People who'd worked for us for years trusted us to put money into the company pension. First we took that away, then we sacked them. Of course there were threats.
But were there any specifically against Roxy Radio?
No. And they were usually pretty specific. What they'd like to do to Dad, what they'd like to do to me, and my daughters.
Sorry.
That's why Gemma, my wife, left. She took Sophie and Ella away to the States so they'd be safe. And to get away from this mess.
Were any of these redundancies at Roxy Radio?
No. The place virtually ran on the skeleton staff as it was. There was no fat to trim. Although there was a sacking.
When?
About 3 weeks before the fire. Georgina, I think. She was a broadcast assistant.
And why did you give her the push?
Well, she'd had a formal warning about stealing office supplies and was caught again.
Office supplies?
I know. What's a few paper clips compared to a £20 million pension fund?
Welcome to Roxy Radio, where the 80s never ended.
I beg your pardon?
All 80s all day.
Hey!
We're here to see Graham Madeley.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Why not?
Because he's on the air till 1.
That's right, folks. It's Graham here with another of those great 80s sounds from Kylie, who's feeling lucky, lucky, lucky.
We'll wait. Jerry.
You can go through now.
Thank you.
You come and go.
It's down there, apparently.
And that's all from me, Graham Madeley. But we'll be back tomorrow, so until then, keep it real, keep it retro, keep it Roxy Radio. Hi, guys. Heard you want a little powwow. When I hear this, I always think of Johnny. 'Cause he's in the air. When I play this, I can feel him looking over my shoulder.
You were close then?
Like brothers. Went back to the hospital radio days. 25 years. I mean, some marriages don't last that long. But then Johnny was always married to the job.
Yeah, I remember him when he was doing the breakfast slot on Radio 1. Well, now he kept so bleeding cheerful at that time in the morning, I'll never know.
Class A drugs. Joking. Easy to be cheerful when you love what you're doing.
Yeah, but he must have had some kind of personality change when he came here.
We heard a recording.
Oh, no, that was just performance. Johnny wasn't like that.
Still, he expressed some pretty extreme views. Did he upset anyone?
Oh, that was the point of the show, get the listeners calling in. But Johnny would have preferred playing music, believe me.
You nearly finished, chicken?
Why does Sarah miss her monkey man?
Always.
Were you friends with Johnny too?
We wouldn't have got together if it hadn't been for him. Sarah was in the audience at one of Johnny's nightclub PAs in Ilford.
Has he sold you a fun day ticket yet? Oh, it's for a good cause. We're trying to save the station by getting the community behind us.
We're going to let the acid strippers know how much the listeners want to keep us on the air. I mean, who doesn't like 80s music?
Oh, please come.
Yeah, we'll bear it in mind, yeah.
One more thing. Georgina.
Who?
The girl who was sacked just before the fire. Do you know why?
Oh,
I had nothing to do with her. I just heard that she was given the push.
Well, maybe your employee records will shed some light.
I doubt it. They got destroyed in a fire. Oh.
Call the tax office. I'm sure their records are flame retardant.
Gamma, 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 chameleon.
Sharon Revy, Brian Lane. I called you this morning.
Oh, of course. I recognise the voice. Come in.
What's his name?
Ben. You can stroke him if you like. He's not working now.
Hello, Ben. Sharon, I need to talk to you about the fire.
I don't remember much.
Just tell me what you can.
I was cleaning the offices as usual when I heard the fire alarm go off. I assumed it was just drill. Well, you do, don't you? I'd left my handbag in my locker, so I went back for it.
Why?
Because it had my fags in. I thought if I was going to be hanging about outside. Can you believe that?
I've got a colleague who's a nicotine addict.
Turns out it really is bad for your health. And by the time I was making my way out, the place was full of smoke and I lost my bearings. I don't remember anymore.
Did you notice anybody hanging about that night?
No, it was just Johnny and Graham in the studio as usual. That's why I cleaned in the evening, so I didn't get in anyone's way.
Oh.
Come on.
It's not often I wish I wasn't a bloke.
I'm sorry, but you're going to have to leave. This is a women-only space.
I wish I could.
Police, we need to talk to Georgina Achabi.
How can I help? I wasn't sacked because I took a few pens. I was sacked because I turned down Johnny Deacon.
What for?
What do you think? It'd been going on for weeks. But it was my first job, and I thought it came with the territory. I was the only woman working there, apart from the cleaner. For God's sake, it took a month for me to get a lock put on the ladies' toilet door. But I just took it all in my stride.
Go on.
It was late. Graham was dealing with his silly little wife. Sarah used to bring his dinners into the studio every night, just let herself in. Quite the little woman. Except dinner always ended up in the bin, so Johnny and Graham could send me out for kebabs.
So what happened with Johnny?
He started telling his usual jokes. Told me he was curious, that he'd never slept with a black girl before, the usual creepy stuff. And then I realised he had me cornered. And that's when he started groping me.
What did you do?
I slapped him round the face and went straight to Graham. He was still with Sarah, so he acted all sympathetic. Sent me home, promised me he'd speak to Wyatt on my behalf. But the next morning I was told to clear my desk.
Didn't you try to put your side of the story?
Wyatt refused to see me. I was left with no job, without a reference. I was 18 years old and my radio career was over before it even started. That's why I came to work here.
Very admirable, but it wasn't the first thing you did, was it?
What?
You've been unfairly dismissed, sexually assaulted, and your career had just been killed.
I don't understand.
Do you have an alibi for the night of the fire?
It was 10 years ago. Do I need one?
I'd have felt like getting my own back.
Yeah, but how far would you go?
I don't know.
How about keying his car?
Yes, I'd get a certain sense of satisfaction from that.
Slashing his tyres?
Maybe.
What about smashing both windscreens and all 4 windows?
I'm pissed off, not psychotic.
Then we're looking for a psychopath, because that's what happened to Johnny's car a week before the fire.
Why wasn't this in the original file?
Because the Barnett plods dealt with it as a vandalism case. It never crossed with the original investigation.
And I wonder if Georgina has trouble finding an alibi for that as well.
She was questioned, but cleared. But it wasn't the first time Johnny had incited violence. In 1987, he was doing a gig when some bloke smacked him one for copping off with his daughter. Frank Bryant was charged with assault, but Johnny dropped the charges.
Why?
Doesn't say.
You don't honestly think that this Bryant bloke turned up 10 years later and set him on fire?
I doubt it, but I do think we need to build a better picture of the victim. The original investigation were too distracted by the Wyatts to do that.
Now, what we do need is to find out whoever else he crossed.
Well, luckily for us, Johnny always broadcast his arguments. I think Johnny's one-man fan club might be of use after all. Oh, look! My mum and dad used to have one of these. Oh, the hours I've spent in front of it. Listening to Round the Horn, the Clitheroe Kid, the Goons. Mind, that were later on. You rotten swine, you're dead at me. Ying Tong Yidlai Po.
I've got everything ready for you in the back.
Oh, great. Where'd you get all these?
I've started recording them from the radio in 1986. I had some health problems when I was a kid, never really at school. My mum bought me a radio cassette as a bit of company.
I see.
It's a commitment, maintaining an archive like this. But of course, I started on the big project 3 years ago. Full format transfer from cassette tape to CD. No point in being analogue in a digital age.
How long did that take?
I only just finished it last month. Every show Johnny ever did, except for the hospital radio shows. That's when I first heard him, when I was in for one of me operations.
Right, I'm going to send some lads down to box this lot up and take it to the station.
Box it up? Have you any idea how much my collection is worth?
I don't know.
Well, it's priceless. I mean, absolutely priceless.
But I need to listen to them.
Well, can't you just listen to them here? I could put the kettle on, make us both a cuppa.
He won't be long. He's just finished recording some jingles.
Thanks.
Thank you. Look at all this stuff.
Smash Hits Award for Most Popular DJ. Johnny won in '86. Sarah says I'm Johnny's mad curator, keeping his memory alive.
Quite the ladies' man, wasn't he?
The ladies were queuing up.
Not according to Georgina Achebe. She says that Johnny forced himself on her.
No, he didn't.
How'd you know that? Were you there?
Were you? Look, Johnny wasn't like that. Look, she was a bitch. She'd only been in radio for 5 minutes, and she thought it was okay to risk the career of someone with over 20 years broadcasting experience.
No. He risked that himself when he assaulted her.
Assaulted? Bit of fun.
So he did make a pass?
Yes, but she should have treated it as a compliment. He found her attractive. Cameron Wyatt agreed. That's why he sacked her. She was trying to damage Johnny's career.
I'd say it was Johnny's libido doing all the damage.
And it wasn't the first time, was it?
Not sure what you're getting at.
Milton Keynes, Frank Bryant and his daughter.
That was a misunderstanding. Johnny dropped the charges.
Why?
Like I said, it was a misunderstanding.
But we are going to have to accept that Britain is full. Let's put up the drawbridge, put up the sign, closed to immigrants. Except perhaps the Polish. My cleaning lady's a Pole. She's a damn hard worker. Look, I haven't got a problem with gays. Just keep it behind closed doors, away from children. Don't shove it in our face and down our throats. More British than a good fox. I mean, if we bang here, we're going to put on Christmas cards. Seriously.
Quite opinionated.
He told it was. You know, to get the light jam, the couple days to get on his
Only to call a tosser on the phone. And who was this Tarzan girl who kept calling?
Tarzan girl.
Hi, Johnny. Todd again. Just say I ran the show. Can you play?
Do you know what that is? Because this is a talk.
Now, I only listened to worth of shows, and she's already rung in 3 times.
Well, John, you got a lot of nutters. I mean, that was all part of the fun.
So did you actually meet him?
No, I went to one of the road once.
Jeremy, get up too.
Obviously, takes some of my time.
Are you actually a customer today?
Oh, well, it's always quite Tuesday.
It's Thursday. You know, it's nice to have a holiday. It's nice to have out too. Roses, the wine.
When you're good at that, we've been missing school. I'm not so like you. That's well, mates at the station.
Oh, aye, well, we do when everyone's there.
Yes, no. How are you actually?
Oh, it's easy. It's so easy. I've done it without realizing.
What, really? Me and you?
Yeah, of course. By the way, this is not a complete collection.
What is that?
There's a tape missing. Third of us.
No, there wasn't a show that day because it was occupied.
A week before the fire, the station was invaded and occupied this militant gang of white corporation prisoners. When the police finally entered the building, they found the ringleader had changed themselves to deaths, although they did come quiet.
Next question. Absolutely, this is where we'll find the ringleader. Right. Which one's Harry?
She's in the corner.
Harriet Longthorne. Yeah. Superintendent Brian Lee, Newcastle. Investigating fire radio studio was hosted with our inquiry. Yes, I just want to ask you a few questions.
Would that be caution?
I don't think there's any need for that just yet.
But you're anticipating there will be eventually.
No.
What if I refuse? Would my right to silence?
I'd just like to ask you a few questions.
How it usually asks you questions.
What about to abide by convention? It's up to you. Talk to us here at the station. I don't suppose any of you remember who has the keys.
I thought you'd upstairs. It sounded like...
You thought I killed myself.
Well, your family does have a history of it.
I can't have a Bentley or a gun. I'd have stuck my head in the oven, turned off the gas.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, yes. I'd have done a lot more laughing.
Really?
That was never before. I was on the treadmill for 16. I'd be on it for Dad.
Like you're glad that you got cut out.
I am. been at it for years, living to work, ignoring Jem and the kids, doing things I could never be proud of.
Like ignoring Georgina Achebe's sexual case.
Didn't know anything about that.
You refused.
I didn't want to be bothered with the problem of tiny business. Actually, the less time in a room with Granny, the better.
Really?
Johnny was a straightforward arsehole, which was why he was so good on the radio. Graham gave me the creeps. He was always sucking up to Johnny, always agreeing with him, telling him how great he was.
Yeah, but that's showbiz, isn't it?
They hated each other apart. In fact, Graham seems head off.
Take this.
Thanks. 85. Oh, I'll save that for a special occasion.
Oh, then I'll take it back.
Don't turn off the good stuff. I worked since I left school, and what have I got to show for it? A nice house. A wife to come. It's not the most original. Short.
You're right. I'll like to know. So what's next for you then?
I've just got my last working credit card to book a one-way to Seattle. That's where Gemma and the kids are. I may be too, but it's worth a try.
Yeah, well, go for it. And thanks.
Your arrest record. Hill, Field, London Fashion Week.
And against the fur trade.
So, if I were to ask you what you were rebelling against...
I'd say, what have you got?
Yeah, well, there's a difference between rebelling and trespass, criminal damage, behaviour.
Whatever.
At radio.
That was nothing.
Did occupy the week before. Walked in, themselves to the desks. What was to stop you from walking a week later to plant an incendiary place?
It's not what we're about. We inconvenience and disrupt, that's all. We'd already made our point at Roxy. We'd have moved next time.
So did you just walk in?
I'm sorry?
She read the key code does.
Ooh. Can't remember. I've then.
Who gave codes? So you were the judge?
Well, there had been massive redundancies.
Not at Roxy. That was one of the few places I hadn't lost it.
One person.
I'm going to see Georgina ABC director.
No, listen to this. He's not right. I could tell by the look in his eyes. Didn't give a damn. He's a dirty pervert. Look, I hit him, but you can't tell me he didn't deserve it. Not after. She's only 15, for God's
sake. You auditioned.
Transcripts, statements, Frank Bright, the Milton Keys. No, Johnny got smacked because he spent Bryant's daughter.
15-year-old.
Graham made a statement saying that Johnny never touched the girl and the assault was provoked. The girl wouldn't make a the way, which left Milton Keynes boys on a very sticky wicket.
No complaint from the victim, no charges.
I'm beginning why Johnny made around all the time. He knew much about him. Let him go.
In fact, there was no sense telling everyone about security because of the test. It seemed like a good way to get everyone.
And I bet that felt good too.
Yeah, it did.
So good that you thought you'd take it further.
No.
You vandalised Johnny's car.
Neither.
Decided to burn the place.
No, I promise. Once I get the car, that was me out. I realised that the place was poisonous. The atmosphere between Johnny and Graham, for a start, everyone commented on it.
What atmosphere? I thought they were friends.
Not from what I could see. I don't even think they were together. There was no back and forth between them. You know, when you're close to the piss, the better you like them, the more further you go, right?
You mean they did?
Well, they did. Numerous. cruel. I only ever Graham back at him once, when John got the piss out of him for Sarah leaving him.
That's not funny.
No, not funny. But it was true. Sarah and Graham had this huge row at the Roxy radio.
What was this?
About 3 weeks before the fire, just before I was... During the spill outside, the noise died. We all had Sarah shouted Graham could come home and he wouldn't be there when he came back. Look, I didn't burn that place down. You have to believe that.
I think we can rule out the Grey Panthers. Gina is still framed.
He's still copping for the car bands.
No, just listing it wasn't a style.
I only few shows I set fire to.
I was when I Frank Bryant had to say.
The person with a good word for him so far is Graham.
Yeah, one reckoned he treated him up.
Yeah, he won't have a bad word about him. I mean, his office is like a shrine to Johnny. He's a disciple.
True, but the more we the less comfortable he is.
Oh, no, whoa!
That's what I was...
No.
Well,
good. That's what I mean. Time to enjoy life's little...
Oh, here you go. Ever since you've had a bonding session with Cameron, it's been all smell the flowers, feel the wind.
No, he's right. I mean, we're all on a hamster wheel, aren't we? Maybe I'm thinking of opting out of the race.
Oh, or I'll be hamster.
Maybe I don't work until they're cold and stiff in the cage.
Now listen, it's the Roxy Radio Fun Day tomorrow. I think we should go along there and rattle a few cages, especially Graham's.
How would you do that? He'd be on his guard as soon as he saw us.
Only you and me, there's no Brian, does it? Could just be bad going to ask some personal questions.
Well, look, a Roxy Radio fan, does he?
Well, I could do. What's a rock radio fan look like? Esther, me. Have I got any clothes in pastel shades?
Jeremy just popped round. Said you were long, so you might as well stay for a couple.
Watch EastEnders.
Chat.
You did say we were friends.
Oh, fine.
Love the kit.
Oh, yes, please. Right, see you then.
Bye-bye.
Go.
I think I've got a new friend.
I was just boost his confidence. Go out and find friends his own age. You know, a door or something.
What? Talk about blind leading the millionaire.
What's that supposed to mean?
You haven't got any friends, have you?
Of course I have. What do you call Sandra and Jerry and Jack?
Your colleague.
He's come as what? Oh, that's brilliant. I'm on my way out now. I'll see you. Bye. Paul. Oh, hello, sir. Call you back, because... No, I don't really have time, because this case has been... Yeah, right away, sir.
nice to... You'll blend in.
Mr. done to me.
You sure you've never seen Miami Vice?
No, I told you I don't shows. A lot of rubbish.
I think you're supposed to be Crockett.
No, it said about how she'd like to come home to Johnson. He doesn't wear socks.
Well, that's good, because the bird tells me it can only get better.
Day 2 of Ain't Get a Life, you this thing. It sounded... I thought, wouldn't it... Crockett and Tubbs. Or was it the other way around?
No, I'm working.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to get in the way. I'm a bit rubbish at this. I'll go.
No,
it's all right. I'm getting on your nerves. Every one of them.
No, you're fine. Look, there's someone I think you ought to meet.
It's all and here. Give you up.
Must be really nice of you.
Why? Yeah, it suits us.
Could never have worked in your mind. Not without it ending up coming loose.
You've had our most.
Yeah, that's right. You split up for a while, didn't you?
That's a rough patch. Working hard, we didn't know each other. Isn't it enough? That is. What can I do for you, my little
Barry, to know what time of display?
When it gets dark, dizzy day two.
What display?
Fireworks to music. Brilliant.
I'm going to do this year. 2 Tribes by Frankie. And a little bit of politics.
Do you actually put together the firework display?
Yeah. When I was doing the church, Johnny entrance.
Last year he did that. It was amazing. Just everything into music. I'll never be able to do that.
Yeah, maybe one day. Sarah came on a refresher courses with me. Wasn't a natural ear.
I don't like the ones that bang.
So how do you actually get to go on music?
Just use the right fuse. Yeah. Excuse me. Now the rest from our fund. It's Tarzan Boy.
Yeah. I love it.
Tarzan.
Fidelity. Kids from Fame.
Actually, I have to last track. You've got to come down the station. My boss wants to see you early.
Why? He hasn't done anything. What's going on?
It's all right, though. I'm not leaving now. I'm in for another hour.
Great. You want to make a scene in front of these nice people?
And up, but I'm leaving you in the cable hands of the Kid Johnson. See you on the flip side.
Graham, it's going to be okay.
You've been a service since 1985.
I told
You had easy and a special fuse that was used to burn rocks.
What down the place where I work, the place that I'm fighting to keep open now.
That's a good question. About yours and Sarah's separation.
That's nothing but... It was a blip. She came back.
When was that?
I don't know. After the fight.
Why then?
Stand by. Difficult time of my... That's what guys do.
Weren't you together at the time?
It was nothing. Cameron wired off my own show, the afternoon slot. I didn't want it.
Why not?
I told you, Johnny and I were a team.
So Johnny objected to you having a show, especially in a less social time slot.
Man,
Oh, anything else you objected? He made you choose Sarah and him. She was very hurt with the decision.
I've known him such a long time. Couldn't just leave him.
But if you didn't, you were going to lose your wife.
I understand. John and I've been through a lot together.
Or was it that he had put you through a lot?
I understand.
The Georgina wasn't the first, was it? Tell me, Keynes.
What? Everything? Tell me. Everything. We know Brian Stoddard was only 4 years old. Though very different times. Age was such a big deal.
I think it was. The age of consent.
I know that she was young. Dizzy father her. Just a groupie. Oh, no, that came out.
The question I keep asking myself is how many were there? How many other angry with?
You don't understand. No, we do. On his friend and manager. An accomplice to a sexual predator. How does it go? What happened on tour stays on tour. But then Georgina came along and fixed home that, wouldn't it? Really had to pull all the stock picture. You involved Clara and White.
The last straw was that when you finally signed.
I think I need to speak to a certain.
Really thought we were on for a full confession then.
Nah, but he knows we haven't got anything concrete. It's all theory and not.
Maybe that's because he didn't.
Sorry?
He was being stalked by one of his listeners. The attention as his car. When that didn't work, she started playing matches.
Don't tell me you want me to be EPB for Target, girl, Brian.
No need.
You're yeah, what do you want to say?
Johnny loved the show.
But the top teenagers should in the morning up to face consequences of their bad behaviour.
I was wondering if you'd play a record with me. Tarzan Boy. Do you remember?
Never did remember, though. And back in '85, when that song was in the charts, you were 15?
14. I was 14.
Was that when you met Johnny?
12th of the best day. That was the day I went to see the top of the slide. Yeah, it was. We were in the crowd and that's when he started chatting to me. I had a Johnny Deacon badge on and he asked me if I wanted to go backstage and meet him.
Did you?
Yeah. And I met Baltimore.
He was your favourite, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Sharon. Right. Something you weren't.
Said he has a flat that I might like. He said, thank you. He said I should be grateful that he picked me out of all the other girls. So bloody ashamed of myself. I've been so stupid.
It wasn't your fault. You were only 14.
So how did you end up
Paper and apply. I thought if I was going to be a cleaner, as well, I couldn't. And Johnny joined the station.
How was that?
Well, I saw him see me. I was just a cleaner.
Is that why you started getting into the show? Jog his memory?
Didn't work. I needed to do something. I wasn't just going to be...
It's Johnny's...
I don't know what... I mean, once I started, I couldn't stop. What's wrong with me? What did I do for?
Because Johnny D...
He did.
Look, I know you were the flat, but you were underage, you were vulnerable.
It wasn't Johnny. It was Graham.
Graham? Graham Madeley?
Yes. Something like that. Graham. I think I found it
you started the fire at Graham?
I'd never do anything to hurt. I was trying to help him. I knew he was shot. I heard him screaming. And then there was an explosion. The fire brigade thinks something electrical was a flash. It was the last thing I heard.
I'm sorry, Sharon.
By then.
Aren't you?
I was all night. Wait to get my cleaning stuff. There was someone in the ladies when I got there.
How do you mean?
No, there was no broom cupboard. I had to store all my cleaning stuff in the ladies' loo.
Who was in there?
No. No answer. It was that black girl.
No, it couldn't have been. About you were...
In the toilet.
You're right. Could have been any woman who knew the security code, firework training, anyone at all. Now, we can do this the hard way or the easy way. The hard way, my officers going through and you were there. Option also involves me telling the jury your so on. Or the easy way. Everything. And I do mean everything, Sarah.
I don't know what...
We know about Graham and the girls. The young girls.
I don't know what you're getting at.
How old were you when you got together?
17. But I was very... age.
Told all the other girls?
There weren't any. Stop lying. I don't want to listen. I want to see
Sit
it.
down.
Okay, you can see. But I want you to listen to something first.
He said he had some new records back at his flat that I might like. He said it would be pick me out of all the other girls. I was so bloody ashamed of myself. Being so shit, wasn't you?
Want to see Graham?
On his car hook.
I didn't have it in me. Once I started, I just couldn't stop. What did I do that for? Because Johnny didn't. Look, I know you went back. You were vulnerable. It wasn't Graham.
I've got a lift home.
Right thing, Sarah. This goes down better when it comes to...
Sarah. Die.
Procedural, but pretty effective.
I'm sorry, you were saying?
Nothing, sir.
Now, go on. I'm interested in anything you have to say, considering how it's here.
Understand, sir.
An even more credit card search, either of them, which suggests he doesn't want to be found. His prerogative, considering he's no longer an employee of the Metropolitan Police.
So when?
Since he walked out of here without a backward glance. Look, this is ridiculous. I will not have this department held to ransom. It's time to move on.
Sir. My warning.
What? And Jack's replacements. Oh, I'm sorry. Wasn't the error is proof really is? Well, let me tell you, no one in this department is indispensable. Do I make myself clear?
Well, sir. So would you prefer my application for a transfer in writing, or will an email do?
Bloody fool, Sandra.
That could have gone better.
Pretty a bit more time, shouldn't it?
Hope so.
Hope? Of course he's got back. There was no need for you to fall on your swords. Stupid. What if Strickland did it?
What if he... Talking for myself, but if he doesn't...
Jack is coming. How many times?
Right. Look, we've had a good run, we've solved the cases. Maybe it is time to move on.
Yeah, well, it's all well and good. Well, it is. Move on to...
Brian!
Jack? Oh, Mary. Where is he? Oh. Yes.